This is Aaron East of MMA UK News, and I'm joined today by UK MMA legend Lee the Butcher Chadwick, who will be giving us the privilege of witnessing his prolific skill set one last time on November 4th at OKTAGON MMA 48 in Manchester. Again, it's an absolute pleasure having the opportunity to speak with you today, Lee, mate. You're definitely one of my all-time greats.
Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it.
Anytime, man. And congratulations on your upcoming inclusion to OKTAGON MMA's debut in the UK.
Yeah, I can't wait, mate. It's great. They've been in the UK for the first time in a while.
100%, man. Right, what a way to close the curtain on such an exceptional journey on home soil. I bet it makes the night even more special for yourself, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Of course. The reason why I'm coming back to this fight is because I retired after my last fight because I had an injury. I had a herniated disc,
Yeah.
so I didn't think I'd be able to get back in the cage, and I've managed to fix this. So I thought it's time to get in and show. I want to get in and show what I'm really about.
You definitely got the warrior's heart, man. Everyone who knows you and has followed your journey, definitely, especially after such a bad injury. I mean, well, that must have been a nightmare.
Yeah, it was bad. It took me. Well, I had it in the last fight, but I got it at Christmas, and then in my last fight, I thought it had healed. And when I got clipped, I went down. My brain switched off, and when I saw specialists, they said that the left side of my body is running at 50% capacity. So that's why my brain switched off to protect my body when I got hit.
Mm.
So it done me head in. So I've been working for months and months just to strengthen my body and get it right, and seeing all different specialists. And I'm where I am now today, and I'm excited to get in the cage and show what I'm really about.
Yeah, you guys are definitely made of different stuff compared to us guys, man. Definitely.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. Right, and such a momentous occasion has no doubt made you go full throttle in camp, right, for the violent festivities in Manchester.
Yeah, 100%. I've been getting shark tanks every day in training. I've been in a converted barn with me friend and coach Darren Morris, and we've had Iranian wrestlers, Siberian striker wrestler. I've had Mickey Stano, the Cage Warriors champion, and they've all been taking turns on me. So, I'm well prepared for this fight.
Yeah, but after all that, I mean, all that talent coming into there, I mean, I bet Manchester's going to seem like a breeze, huh?
That's it, mate. I've only got to fight one person on Saturday night, so it's going to be a lot easier than what I've been training for.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But as many in the fight game will know, what laying down the gloves is never really the end, right, for fighters' involvement in and around the world of MMA. Have you given any thoughts what the next step of your journey will be after November?
Do you know what? I've got my mind fully set on this November 4th show,
Yeah.
and that's all I can focus on at the minute. I don't want to take my focus to anywhere else because this is important to me to get in and get this win in a good fashion. So
Yeah.
I'm just 100% on that right now.
I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that, man. As I say, what a fighter's work's never done, and I definitely look forward to what's next for you, man.
Cheers, mate. That's great. Really
Anytime,
appreciate it.
anytime, man. But as you edge closer to the final curtain, you've surely made so many momentous occasions right back and forth in the cage, and definitely hold some fond memories. Find 5 championships as well as a career spreading over many phenomenal organisations and close to 50 wars in the Lions Den. I know it's going to be a bit of
Yeah.
a difficult one for you, mate, but is there any particular outing that will forever hold a special place for you?
Um, well, obviously, the Cage Warriors title was a good title for me to win. I enjoyed that
Hmm.
fighting against a good fighter, Victor Cheng as well. He was a worthy opponent to fight for the title, and I beat him. Also, winning my first fight on Bellator
Hmm.
was amazing against James Mulheron, who was in the UFC at one point.
Hmm.
And winning on PFL as well. That was a great. That was on short notice, 2 weeks notice as well. So to be able to go on PFL and win a fight against a guy who's been training all year, go the distance and beat him on points in every round,
Hmm.
it was great.
Yeah, those are all definitely great fights, man. I mean, one of my favourites of yours in particular was another one of your Cage Warriors fights against Andy Monzolo. That right hand, man,
Yeah,
literally, with that right hand, you literally made me jump. I was literally the shock of it is absolutely brilliant. First round as well. What a punch! What a right hand!
yeah, yeah. It was good, mate. It was a good memory. That really enjoyed it. I don't think he enjoyed it as much as I did.
No, no doubt about it. I reckon. Yeah, I mean, literally, as I said, you literally made me jump. I was sitting there. I was sitting close to the screen, watching. I was thinking it was going to go to like a second round with you, but no, literally, just made me jump out my skin.
Shockwave through the screens.
100%, man. Right, being associated with so many high-profile promotions, it came to no surprise to see your name on the roster for one of the highest rising promotions in as Octagon. Right, what can the fans in Manchester come to expect from your second outing with the organisation?
You can expect heavy pressure from me. I've been training really hard for this, and I've got the fitness, the conditioning, the strength, and the skill set to just come forward. I can deal with standing and I can deal with the ground. So I will be looking to throw bombs and get a takedown. And I do believe I'll finish him with a choke on the ground.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, that being said, I'm definitely not going to sit too close to the screen just in case. So. Okay.
Like I say, I might land one of these on his chin.
I'll definitely be prepared for this one this time.
Yeah.
Right, with that being said, you are set to take on late standing Zenik Polvika. Sorry, I'm very bad with names. At the AO Arena. Right,
Palivka,
Polivka,
that's it.
there you go. Cheers, mate. Right, and
No worries.
right, what are your thoughts on your new opposition?
Me thoughts. I don't know. I don't know much about him. I seen him. I watched one of his fights just to check his style out.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. I just get an idea of what style he had, because you don't know what they're going to come out with on the night or what they've been working on since the last fight. So I don't like to get too much into the fights. I just like to have a look at them,
Yeah.
understand what they prefer and or what they're best at, and then I sort of know what they're going to be best at on the night. So yeah, he prefers striking, but he does shoot sometimes, which is a bit strange because I don't believe he's too good on the ground because he's been finished with a few chokes,
Mm.
and I've got quite a few choke submission victories. That's like one of my best tools. So, head and arm chokes, rear naked chokes, guillotines, short chokes, face bars, stuff like that. I use all the time in the gym. So he's going to be in trouble if we go to the ground, 100%. I'll be surprised if we go to the ground and I don't finish him with the choke.
Well, I definitely recommend to any who's watching and anyone who's going to be there to get as close as they can to the action for this one, man. It's going to be an absolute
Yeah.
barn burner. Right, again, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, man. But before you go, as previously mentioned, there's quite a few good fights on, including yourself. But are there any that you are particularly looking forward to, other than your own?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Shamrock fight.
Mm.
He's a nice guy. I've spoken to him a few times on social media, and he only trains down the road from me.
Mm.
So he's like a local lad, and obviously Paul Smith. I'm quite friendly with Paul Smith. I've been on a podcast with him.
Mm.
I've trained with him a couple of times. He's a nice guy, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's capable of in the cage after all this training.
100%, man. It's going to be a big representation from Liverpool and Manchester that night, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. It's going to be great.
Nice one, man. But last but not least, before you go, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to? And have you got a message for the fans that have been in attendance?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to obviously my sponsors, my supplement sponsor, German Farmer, the gyms that are training, Forge Fitness, Rainhill, Urban Kings in Prescott, and ASW up in Wigan. And I'd like to obviously give a shout out to my teammates and coach. They're the main reasons why I'm here, and I'm capable of doing what I can do. So I really appreciate them. I appreciate my family and friends for sticking by me and supporting me and always believing me. And my message for the fans is don't blink, because this fight could finish at any moment.